He stood at the gate with a kitchen knife saying he's going to stab police.
Crime is on the rise.
Armed with an axe and a machete.
Trying to break into 2 separate houses.
But cometh the hour.
More units, more units.
Cometh the Interceptors.
Get on the floor! Out and running.
We're riding with West Yorkshire's elite.
What's that?
Alongside their pursuit drivers.
Contact, stand by.
On target with their firearms unit. In the air with their eye in the sky.
Off and running.
This is the front line in the fight against crime.
Get on the floor! Get on the ground!
This is Police Interceptors.
It's just another day in paradise.
Coming up.
Yeah, it's got about half a mile to run to the Stinger site.
A bed of spikes in the dead of night.
Vehicle stone. Stop!
Robbed at the death of an epic foot chase.
Spencer Place, back towards Ramsey Road, past that estate of gold.
And a decamp in the dark with the masked sledgehammer gang.
At past B1, we've got one running on Dumfries Drive. Dumfries.
Chasing criminals can be a solo effort, but sometimes it's a team game. And tonight, the team need to be firing on all cylinders. It's nearly midnight, and Interceptors are mobilising to tackle a major crime. 20 minutes ago, in Hebden Bridge, a masked gang, armed with a sledgehammer, forced their way into a shop and made off with stolen goods in a nicked Audi.
Yeah, Paz, I think we're visual on it on the A672 coming at speed towards the Stinger site.
The chopper soon has the Audi in its crosshairs.
Are there any other cars in front of it?
Now it's a race to prepare a Stinger a mile ahead to take out its tyres.
You put it over there.
Bobo has the honour of laying the hollowed spikes, and he needs to get a wiggle on.
Yeah, it's got about half a mile to run to the Stinger site.
The trap's set.
Stinger is deployed.
The Audi's imminent. And boom, direct hit.
Vehicle stone.
Laid across the left-hand lane, the Stinger is virtually invisible in the dark. By the time the runaway lights it up, it's too late to avoid it.
Pull it in. Get in the car.
Bobo's done his bit. 500 yards ahead, it's over to Claire and Andy.
Watch out for it. That's it.
That was it.
5-7.
Blues, twos and maximum wolf. A second unit's ready to join in.
Not bad.
But Andy and Claire are in no mood to play second fiddle in this Interceptor orchestra.
We are behind this vehicle. We're just going up the A672, general direction south. We're TPAC authority.
Stinger 57, authority granted.
They've got permission to box the Audi in with a T-Pack manoeuvre, but they've got to catch it first.
Speed is 70 miles an hour.
Safe to continue, low risk, no other traffic.
Which is a good thing, because the burglars are all over the road. Literally.
There is some little bits of tyre flying off it, so it looks like Stinger has been successful, and it's...
They can smell the Stinger's work.
Tell them we can smell burning as if it's losing its tail.
Yeah, if you can just stand back.
And the chopper team can see it.
It's slowing down a little bit, it's just less than 70 at the minute.
From the air, it looks like the Audi's coming apart at the seams.
It is relatively low speed.
spraying up a fountain of hot rubber as it slows down.
It looks like it's losing its front offside tyre.
It looks like it's losing more than that.
It's losing both its front tyres.
The disintegrating Audi doesn't sound too clever either.
Yeah, 5.7, it's on a rim, front near side, it's on a rim.
It can't last much longer.
Yeah, past 3-1, you've got one more oncoming vehicle, and then the road ahead is clear of vehicles.
There goes a tyre.
Just lost one tyre. Stand by.
Heads up, it's decamp o'clock.
Have we got GMP alerted for this?
And they're off. The driver's out of the moving car, over the bonnet and away. A masked man with a sledgehammer follows suit, with a third bringing up the rear, while baddie number 4 makes for the woods, stupidly running in front of a moving X5. Seen from the air, the cops are all over them. Hammerman drops his tool, one suspect is chased over a wall, and it's a sprint finish for the other two. Chased down by a cop, they split up. The driver's nicked, while Hammerman heads for a garden.
And past 3-1, we've got one running on Dumfries Drive, Dumfries.
He's doing the full Monty with his burglar's garb.
Yeah, Roger, the one that we're watching has removed his clothing and thrown it, as well as a number of objects, and he's currently on Dumfries Avenue.
He's hoping to hide among the houses, but he hasn't a chance.
Kid can't make up his mind what he's doing, but he's basically around houses.
After going round and round the gardens, he's finally weeded out.
Yeah, he's coming round the front where the dog handler is, to your right now, in front of that house, block of 4, left-hand house.
This is the bit where you assume the position. 4 tasers and a German Shepherd usually have that effect.
MTAS 1 return, thank you.
That's Hammer and the driver already in cuffs, and with the eye in the sky...
Just be conscious of weapons. One of them had a sledgehammer.
And dogs on the ground, this one-sided game of hide-and-seek moves to the woods.
Yeah, we've got him. I'll tell you onto him. He's actually up the tree by the look of it.
In fact, he's hugging the tree, in the vain hope it will hide him from the thermal imaging camera.
The offender is pretty much in front of you.
It won't.
You've got visual with him. I think he's sticking his hands up.
And the entire gang is nicked.
Any outstanding?
Nope. The whole Hebden Bridge Hammer gang pleaded guilty to burglary. In addition, one passenger pleaded guilty to possession of cannabis and possession of a bladed article, while the driver pleaded guilty to car theft and driving whilst disqualified. He was banned for 3 years after he gets out of prison, because all 4 men were sent down for 4 years at Her Majesty's pleasure. How's that for teamwork? Still to come.
Got a vehicle failing to stop Spencer Place at Chapeltown in Leeds.
Caught red-handed mid-pursuit.
Have a look at that, mate. They're dealing.
The spitting image of a wrong'un.
Seriously, look at that spit in your face. Mug.
Please don't threaten me. Right, I'll tell you.
Threatening you, I'm not.
Right. Don't do that then.
And dealing with a not-so-smart cookie.
There's some green vegetable matter in these.
Cannabis cookies.
I'm going to hazard a guess there might be, yeah.
It's early evening in Chapeltown.
When my dad first joined the police in 1984, this was his first footbeat area, and then he retired, so I asked for his collar number. So I'm the second generation of PC White with the collar number 562.
My dad retired about 6 years after I joined, so when he retired I managed to get his collar number. So I'm a second generation police officer as well, and his numbers still live on.
Wayne and Tom are plying the family trade when the old ancestral instincts kick in.
Where's he gone?
Must have gone straight up.
Something feels wrong about a Renault that's pulled off up ahead.
You can't be avoiding us because you won't have seen us. There we are.
BDO 41.
But the Seat speeding away suddenly seems far more interesting.
X-ray, Romeo 40 urgent. 40 on interrupt.
The runaway Seat's heading for the hills.
Got a vehicle failing to stop Spencer Place at Chapeltown in Leeds. It's got no rear reg plate. Left there.
Was it?
Yeah. Keep going on. It's seen us and immediately accelerated away. It's a temporary loss around the back streets on Gaythorns. It's a grey Seat Ibiza, one Asian male occupant, black hair.
Who may be the one that got away.
It's a dead end, is that one?
He came down there.
Did he?
Yeah, 100%.
He might have dumped it round here then.
This will be a tricky fish to land.
It's a cloned car, is this? It's on false plates. Doesn't even come back to the same model car. That's how sophisticated these people are. It's been used in a couple of thefts. There's no insurance. Well, I don't think it'll be stolen. I imagine it'll just be what we call a pull car. Car used by the local criminality to commit crime in.
He's obviously not bothered because he don't even put a real plate on it.
On left at junction.
You could inherit more than collar numbers from the old man. Tom and Wayne were handed down a strong sense of perseverance.
Have a look at that, mate. They're dealing. They're dealing.
And keen powers of observation. As they turn the corner, Tom clocks the driver of a VW appearing to hand something to the guy on a bike.
He's just done a dealing. And it stinks of cannabis.
And with a suspected major crime dropping in their laps, Wayne and Tom have bigger fish to fry than the one who got away.
Hello, mate. Come here a sec. Come here. Want to speak to you. Come here.
And he's off. The suspect has a head start on Tom.
Right, get tased on him.
Plus, the Interceptors lugging 10 kilos of kit.
Come here.
And no matter how badly he wants it,
Stop!
he won't catch a guy who jumps in a getaway car.
He jumped into Spencer Place, back towards Valmody Road, past that estate in Gold. Mixed race male. Green t-shirt and shorts.
Where did you lose him? Where did you lose him?
He jumped into a car.
Oh, is he?
Tom heard the suspect shout, "Clear the car," and he's pretty sure why.
There's a load of gear in the car. There's a locked it.
What kind of
Gold past that estate.
It looks like there are drugs in the car. So, with a growing audience,
We'll put window on it. There's a load of gear.
they have a bash at the driver's window. But with tinted film on the glass, it's a tough nut to crack.
Move away. Move away. Come on.
Watching me, fam.
Move away.
Onlookers are getting rowdy, and the Interceptors are no closer to the stash inside the car.
But you can see there's boxes. There's a massive box of gear in front.
And back.
And the back. Yeah. Well, someone's got some explaining to do then.
Well, from looking at the moment, there's at least one tub of cannabis, but there's a lunchbox with a load of foil bags in. There's a large black bin bag. There's at least 2 mobile phones and a large box in back. So, could be anything really. Could be cannabis. It could be a bit more higher up.
They may not be able to break through to the goodies in the car, but they have had a breakthrough with the baddie who abandoned it.
Found him.
Have you? Oh, yeah.
It seems the registered owner of the impenetrable VW is a dead ringer for the guy who ran away.
Let's get his details front log then. We'll go and visit him.
First, they need to deal with the stash wagon and its indestructible windows.
Romeo 40.
And back at the Nick, armed with the tools to knock in the driver's window, they commence the search.
The car smells of cannabis. So I think it's very likely we'll find some of that in there.
Aha!
As for the other stuff...
There we go.
Ah, yeah. So we've got a decent amount of what looks like cannabis there. I'll just put it sort of relative to where you found it so we can remember where we got it from. It certainly smells like cannabis.
So they're from the passenger driver's footwell?
They're all driver's footwell, aren't they? All of those.
Passenger footwell.
Passenger footwell.
Centre console.
Centre console. Passenger seat.
We're going to need a bigger bonnet.
So that's masses and masses of nitrous oxides, so laughing gas.
Nitrous oxide has been linked to 17 deaths in the last 3 years. Supplying it carries a maximum sentence of 7 years in prison.
Well, I'm thinking...
Got a P-Wits cannabis and a P-Wits nitrous oxide.
And whatever's in there.
Whatever's in there turns out to be a massive stash of vacuum-sealed air fresheners. Which are fresh, all right.
Does it smell like cannabis?
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Sealed pots like this are often used for high-quality weed, many times the price of typical cannabis. And the final discovery takes the biscuit.
Oh, it's a box of cookies, is this? There's some green vegetable matter in these.
Is there?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Cannabis cookies.
I'm going to hazard a guess there might be, yeah?
It could be up to 2 grand's worth of drugs. Now they just need the guy who was dealing it.
We've disrupted his business, but we're also going to disrupt his life, hopefully, for that to take place.
The suspect who fled a carload of drugs is under investigation for possession with intent to supply Class Bs. If convicted, Cookie Monster faces a lengthy stretch in prison. It's coming down cats and dogs in Halifax as Interceptor James Sanford stops at a red light. And unlike the driver of this Corsa, James has stopped in the right place.
Traffic white lines about here when we're in there.
It's not exactly the hat and garden job, but the driver's poor reading of the road has earned him a 1-to-1 in the rain.
It's some of the front as well. Get him out.
Just check VIN number, Nick, because that reg doesn't look right.
According to the PNC, something about the registration doesn't ring true.
Hi mate, how are you?
Alright.
Hiya. Alright. Just come and take a seat with us, right? Yeah.
Nick says his hidden talent is a gift for losing things, which is a tad ironic because he doesn't miss a trick.
You hiding something outside here?
No.
Yeah.
I'll pick my phone up, mate.
Alright. Just take your bag off, mate. Thanks very much.
How much have you had to drink tonight?
None.
Why do you smell a mouthwash then?
Just literally been to my girlfriend's.
Can't fault his oral hygiene.
Nick? Last 5, 47851.
His vehicle registration number, on the other hand,
No.
stinks.
Didn't think so.
And there's something familiar about the minty fresh kid.
I chased you out of bloody Huddersfield, didn't I? You up?
Yeah.
This is Minty at the end of a recent car chase.
We had a pursuit with this chap a few months ago. He's a disqualified driver, and he ended up being reported for that offence. And obviously the courts have said any more and you're going to jail, young man.
It's becoming a regular occurrence for you, is this, isn't it?
What do you mean?
Car on false plates.
I've literally just got the car this second.
You said that last time.
This is a cloned car, It's just an uninsured vehicle that is cloned another vehicle so he can drive about in, looking as though it's insured. Cheeky little swine.
At this moment in time, I'm going to tell you that you're going to be reported for the offences of driving whilst disqualified, using a motor vehicle with no insurance, and also having an expired MOT, and also using an incorrectly registered vehicle.
Other than that, you're a model road user.
Have you got any cannabis on you? No. Because ever since you've got in this car, now the mouthwash has worn off. I can smell cannabis.
A saliva sample on the roadside drug wipe will show up positive or negative, a bit like a pregnancy test.
We have the nod of doom. It would appear that he is actually expecting a visit to custody.
So, I'm going to tell you at 0055 hours you are under arrest, okay, on suspicion of driving a motor vehicle on a road with a specified substance over the prescribed limit.
Can you get me my stuff, please?
I will get you your stuff, mate, yes.
No, but can I have them now? Because I'm not risking losing my stuff. It happened to me last time.
Right. You haven't got a lot of choice. You've asked me, and I said I will.
To take the bag to custody.
Right.
So it gets booked in.
Listen. No, who's talking, me or you? Because if you talk, you won't get anywhere. If I talk, you might get something out of it.
Public servant.
You're doing it, aren't you? Right, okay, you have been warned.
What to do, what to do.
This stuff staying in car.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that. Back at the station, a public servant's work is never done. Nick mucks in cleaning up after a previous occupant's mess.
You might end up with a wet bum. You'll move before me.
No, you don't have to.
There you go, all right, wasn't I?
Yeah, flat stairs, my clothes.
Oh, well, maybe. Don't move your coat.
No, move it yourself, you're a public servant. Flat stains on your mouth.
And you're pushing your luck.
Seriously, look how it's spit in your face, you mug.
Please don't threaten me.
Right, I'll tell you.
Threatening you, am I?
All right.
Threaten me.
Don't do that then. If you're threatening to spit in people's faces, sit there like that, all right? Wind your attitude in a little bit.
Watch it away from my clothes.
Wind your attitude in a little bit.
I spent thousands of pounds on clothes.
Wind your attitude in a bit.
Right.
Well, if you spend thousands of pounds worth of clothes, you aren't wearing them tonight, are you?
Calm down.
All right? If you're threatening to spit at people, mate, you're going on the floor. Do you understand that?
Right,
So I am going to sit you up,
yes,
all right, and I'm going to do it in a controlled manner, and then you're going to sit on the bench,
yes,
and you're going to sit and be quiet and chill out, all right? Bring your knees up, and then stand up.
Don't come out, it hurts, you know.
And sit. If you want to sit, sit.
Well, can I at least
It's
set my body
water.
warmer?
It's water. It's not
Yeah,
going to
but
kill
can I
you, is
set my
it?
body warmer, please. You know, it's not hard, is it? Nice one.
Youths of today.
Guessing you're getting uncomfy down there.
Say again.
Guessing you're getting uncomfy down there.
Who, me? I'll stay on my knees all night, mate, if it means you don't spit at me.
I wouldn't spit at you, that. Figure of speech.
A figure of speech.
I'm going to spit at you in the face. Ain't a figure of speech, is it?
Please don't.
The minty fresh kid with the foul mouth was found guilty of drug driving, driving whilst disqualified and without insurance. He got a 3-year ban and was ordered to pay £115 surcharge. As for the court's previous threat to jail him if he reoffended, that wasn't a figure of speech and he got 14 weeks inside. Where room service isn't a patch on custody.
Blanket, young man. Blanket delivery for room 13.
Can you turn the light back as well?
Of course I will, yeah. It's your lucky day, innit? All right, see ya. Room 13.
Still to come.
Still the cast! Still my car!
Fleet-footed, slow-witted.
He's come back wearing the black t-shirt. I think we've got our man here.
It never hurts to ask.
Right, you got all one you shouldn't have. Any drugs, any weapons, any dead bodies.
And doubts are creeping in for Wayne.
I want you to have a nice hard think right now about the story you're telling me because you are talking nonsense.
I am talking nonsense. That is the God's honest truth.
Right.
car round, bring the car round.
Nicking criminals can be hard enough.
They're running up to Bullroyd, they're running up to Bullroyd.
Making charges stick can be even harder.
This officer don't have a clue what he's doing, does he?
It's Wednesday evening and Steph Lyschuk is on course to intercept a runaway Ford Focus.
So we've got this district unit behind a vehicle that's failing to stop with 3 lads in it. Don't know why it's failing to stop, but we're not far from the location now.
Steph's a member of the proactive intercept team. That means he's an elite driver who gets the keys to a tasty Beamer 140i, which is a hell of a car.
I don't know where he is.
But it won't find your suspect for you.
We're going back onto the main road, stand by.
Standing by.
There.
Enter stage left the target Focus. And District are just keeping him warm for you, Steph. Activate the heavy right boot.
Extra India 22, lead vehicle, TPAC train, requesting TPAC authority please. 60 miles an hour, we're going Haworth Road. Requesting TPAC authority, risk at this moment in time is low. Vehicle is braking, and it's a right, Brantwood Drive, unit to Brantwood Drive, it's going to look for a decamp.
Steph knows estates like these are favourite spots for bailing out. So he sticks to the Focus like a 300 horsepower shadow.
Brantwood Road, 4040 miles an hour.
The runaway is weaving through tight roads and parked cars. But it'll take more than that to lose Steph.
It's come out of the Brantwood estate back towards Haworth Road.
If the driver's tactics are to make him dizzy...
It is a left onto Haworth Road, 60 miles an hour, passing the Shell petrol station to the offside.
They won't work. The Interceptor can do laps all day, or until the driver mounts a curb and decides to get off this not-so-merry-go-round. He's off.
Stay with the car! Stay with my car!
A streak of ripped jeans, black shoes and a grey top. One cop detains 2 passengers. Every other unit goes after the driver,
Into back gardens.
who turns out to be quick enough to give them all the slip, but also stupid enough...
Black t-shirt, beard on.
What?
Yeah, I'm sure he's driving.
This guy here?
Yeah.
...to double back to his car.
Get a grip of him then. Yeah, good.
Minus his hoodie and his sanity. Never return to the scene of the crime, mate, especially when interceptors pack on-board video.
As he's running away, we've got a really good clear image of him on our in-car CCTV system. He's wearing the same footwear. He's wearing the same tone, style jeans and colour. And at the time he was wearing a grey top, but underneath that there was a black t-shirt. He's come back wearing a black t-shirt. Quite common for somebody to change their appearance simply by discarding a top and then returning in some different clothing. But I think we've got our man here. I think we've got the driver.
It's a good likeness, but that will be tough to prove.
Same sort of tatty jeans.
Yeah.
Same build.
Yep, that's fine by me.
There's a few people here with ripped jeans on, man.
They're not all dripping with blood.
He's got cut to his hand, which you can't account for.
Yeah.
It's got the same pair of jeans, the same build, and he's got a black coloured t-shirt which he's got, so he's discarded that grey top.
A lot of driving charges hinge on proving the suspect made a cunning wardrobe change.
It's no docs, and it's got an insurance policy that expired at midnight.
Right.
What's your name?
Why?
Why? Because you're in handcuffs in the back of a police car and you're suspected of an offence. What's your name?
I'm going to tell you.
What's your name?
I'm not telling you.
You're not telling us, right?
That's fine.
Fine. Lock him up then.
I've already done it.
Seems reasonable.
All right, sweet.
But it'll be bittersweet if they can't prove he was behind the wheel.
So he's on the way down to custody now for various offences. Main one being dangerous driving and failing to stop for police.
Oh, hold on. Hold on.
Am I good to go?
Found some.
Yeah.
And bags of weed means nicked.
Hold on, fella.
Both of them, mate.
What's going on here?
You got a set of cuffs?
The two passengers are following the suspected driver to the station.
You're both under arrest. For what? For possession of Class B drug with intent to supply. I'll run up.
This pair were caught in the car banged to rights, but it could go either way for the driver if the cops can't make a case. And back at the Nick,
A member of the public has pointed out to us that there's a grey top in her garden, so I've been down to have a look at this top and I've recovered it because on the top itself you can see that there's blood on the inside, and the gentleman that has been arrested, who is suspected to be the driver, is covered in blood as well. So that's a great forensic opportunity for us to send this off to the forensic lab if he denies being the driver. Also, it definitely matches. It's the same top that was worn by the driver when he got out of the driver's seat and started running away. So there's plenty of forensic opportunities there. All in all, a good job. I'm going to get this packaged up now and sent for forensics.
the suspected driver had his day in court. After reviewing statements, the video evidence and the bloody grey top, magistrates found him guilty of dangerous driving, failing to stop, driving whilst disqualified, no insurance and possession of a controlled drug. He could receive time behind bars. His two passengers both received a community resolution for possession of a Class B drug. Proof can be harder to find than a blood-soaked hoodie falling in your lap.
Where's he gone? There we are. Mr. Romeo 60. 60. We've got a vehicle at speed, Wybeck Valley Road. Can't even see make and model at the moment, so just trying to play catch up.
A hatchback has just screamed past Wayne and rookie Ellie.
That's flying.
I would have said it was maybe a Honda Civic type shape. You know, with a little wing.
Whatever it is, it's not hanging around.
It's black hatchback, looks something like a Leon.
Wayne says it was a Seat Leon.
Into Seacroft now. Stupid speed bumps.
The rookie reckons Honda Civic, but they can't settle it if they can't find it.
Is that it?
Must be.
Is it?
Did it? It went in there, didn't it?
You know what, I genuinely don't know.
The hatchback fits the bill.
Let me just check. Yeah, it's smoking like hell.
A smoking hot Honda Civic. Top marks, Ellie.
.60.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, it's been abandoned.
Yeah, 120X. Have we got any units to assist? Yeah.
The cavalry is called to comb the area.
Can we arrange recovery, please? Abandoned at this time.
There's time for a search while they wait for the truck.
Have you looked in the centre console?
I couldn't get it open.
Oh,
Is
right.
it open? Oh.
Heads up.
Oh, yeah.
Hi.
It's my car, is this?
All right.
Someone's just test drove this and then they told me they left it round here.
Right.
The owner says he gave the keys to someone for a test drive.
So who's been driving it?
Well, it's some private sale and someone phoned me to come meet them down here. I've met them here and I've test drove it.
Right.
And then I've stayed at come speeding back round there and I've come back round. And they give me a key and said it's round there.
Right. Come and have a seat then.
It turns out the alleged test driver was a potential buyer who ditched the car, gave back the key and vanished.
Very likely story. Right, at this time, I suspect you are the driver of this vehicle.
110% I are.
Well, I'm just saying, I suspect that you are.
Yeah.
All right, first thing I'm going to do is require a breath specimen. All right.
It's fair to say the 2 a.m. test drive tale has met with scepticism.
Convenient. Very convenient. And he's a little out of breath.
Right, nice deep breath, blow steady, through the tube until I tell you to stop, all right? Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Set, lovely.
The results are in.
I've passed that, haven't I?
You have passed that. However, I'm still a little bit concerned about your demeanour, so I'm going to do a drugs test next. Just stick your tongue out.
And the drug test
And your test is clear.
is the same story.
Well done.
But it's his story that's the elephant in the car.
At this time, you're saying to me that someone was test driving that car at 2 o'clock in the morning. Okay then, convince me, because I'm not convinced.
I'll convince you all. I've got cars up for sale. If someone wants to buy it, regardless of what time, I'm going to go try and sell it.
Right. So you didn't go with them for this test drive?
No.
You're very trusting then, aren't you?
Oh yeah. It's a test drive of a motor vehicle. What else are they going to do?
So you're willing to let complete strangers take your car for a ride, are you?
Well, yeah. Well, what else would you do?
Do I look like an idiot?
Obviously not, but what else would you do on a test drive?
Well, you'd go with them for a start. Did they have any insurance?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you've let them drive your car, so you've committed offences, haven't you? Whichever way you look at this, you're getting done with something. So start telling me the truth.
Well, that is the truth. That is the God's honest truth.
Right, so tell me who was test driving it then.
But I don't know the name.
You don't?
No, it's a private individual.
Guess what? I'm going to be serving you papers very shortly. You are going to be telling me who it was that was driving. And if you don't, you're going to end up with a lot of points on your licence. So I want you to have a nice hard think right now about the story you're telling me, because you are talking nonsense.
I am talking nonsense. That is the God's honest truth.
Right.
So how many of these lads have...
There were
these two of them? What do these lads look like? If you didn't take their name, you don't know them, complete strangers.
Well, they're in the mid-20s, white, short-haired.
Yep.
That's it.
Right.
Right.
Come on. You're going to have to do better than
We're
this.
finding trouble with this, aren't we? It's a bit of a struggle to believe.
You can put me in that car just because it's my car. I've actually come to a genuine, well, what I thought were a genuine sale.
At 2 o'clock in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's what normal people do every day, isn't it?
Well, it's not the first time I've done it.
That car has just been driven at exceptionally high speed, okay? At this point in time, I believe you're the driver. However, if you're going to maintain that you weren't, I suggest you find out who was, because you are going to be served with some documents that are going to obligate you to tell me who was driving.
So what if I can't possibly find out their name?
Well, I'm pretty sure, mate, that if you've arranged to meet someone down here at 2 o'clock in the morning, you'll have some kind of contact details or something. So stop treating me like a fool, okay? What you are going to be served with is an official legal document, mate. You will have no choice but to tell me who was driving it. Otherwise, I'll prosecute you instead, whether you were driving or not, because it's a separate obligation to tell me who was. Okay?
Yeah, but how can I provide details?
That's for you. That is for you to determine.
If I cannot provide them
That
details,
is not my problem.
And then you're pinpointing
That is
driving
not my
on me,
problem.
it wasn't actually me. So
As the owner, you are responsible for its use.
Yeah, I understand the law.
I hope you do.
What someone else has committed, I get done for.
Yep. Potentially.
I potentially don't think that's right.
Right. My colleague will let you out.
Wayne's early bird car dealer was reported for failing to furnish driver details. If he tells the court who was driving his car at 2 a.m, then no further action will be taken. Failing that, he could potentially be fined up to £1,000 and get 6 penalty points on his licence. Still to come.
We'll do it here if we can. Tighten up, lad.
When Interceptors box in the Charmer,
Shabazz, I can't say it's been a pleasure. Let's not meet again.
they can't bid goodnight fast enough.
For you, I'm going to come looking for you.
Excellent.
It's approaching midnight, and dynamic duo Nick Priestley and Steve Bobo Wright are after a vehicle with false plates.
Yeah, we just had a report of a vehicle that's been identified as cloned.
Hang on a second, Bobo. Carry on, mate.
It's coming this way.
Bobo is a Leeds fan who's partial to a roast dinner, a Star Bar and a Smokey and the Bandit movie.
Straight on, it's coming our way, isn't it?
And tonight, the Bandit drives a silver VW, which is due any second.
This one here.
Definitely got 2 males in.
The plan is to box in the cloned motor using 3 cop cars.
We'll do it here if we can. Tighten up, lads.
The trio's on the dance floor. Cue the T-Pack Tango.
Right, get in.
A nifty little shuffle, and he's boxed in tighter than 2 coats of paint.
Turn it off. Right, leave your cigs, leave your cigs. You're not having a cig? Leave your cigs. Seatbelt off, jump out.
The condemned man isn't allowed a last cigarette.
What's your name, buddy?
Zahid Hussain.
Right. I'm not doing nothing. Right, jump in this car and we'll sort it out, won't we?
Despite his denials, Zahid was caught in a car with false plates.
Right, you got all one you shouldn't have?
No, nothing.
Anything you can harm us with? Any drugs? Any weapons? Any dead bodies?
Nothing.
Right.
Buddy, come on, man. Where am I going to have a dead body?
Precisely what someone with a dead body would say. But Bobo's more interested in the clone-mobile.
Watch your leg a second. 5-2, it's a stop. Is it your car, Zahid?
Yeah, did bought it.
You just bought it. Got a licence?
Yeah.
Got insurance?
Yeah.
Have you? What sort of insurance have you got?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm not sure you've got insurance. I don't understand how you can insure a car that's got wrong reg plates on anyway. What's your date of birth, Zahid?
12th of October 1986.
Do you want to rethink that? Because I've not got you coming up with a driving licence for a start.
I've got a driving licence. I've got the insurance online, innit?
Right. We don't know where he's not giving us right details, so I've got logs.
Have you seen that driving licence that's in there?
No. I ain't done out, mate, with car, to be fair.
There's a driver's licence on the front seat.
Wrapped up in that letter.
Maybe Zahid was telling the truth after all.
No, that's not him.
Maybe not. It seems the picture on this licence is someone else.
No.
Right, where is your driving licence?
I've not got it on me now.
No.
You can check me through.
Right, well the problem is I am checking you through and I'm not bringing up any details under Zahid Hussain 121086.
I'll be honest with you, I got insurance online.
Utterlyconfused.com?
Alright. But I like to say you can't have insurance on a vehicle that's got the wrong number plates on.
What do you mean?
Those number plates don't belong to that car.
Dramatic pause. And go.
You're under arrest on suspicion of driving without a licence, driving without insurance, all right? We can't prove who you are. You say you are at the moment, all right? So you've been arrested so that we can identify exactly who you are so that we can deal with you for any driving offences, all right?
It turns out there is insurance on the car, just not for him and not on fake number plates.
It's on false plates. We don't know why, because it is insured. And it does have a keeper, but it's not to him. So whether he's just cloned it for the insurance side of things, I don't honestly know. But as he's giving false details as well. So we'll take him down to Nick, and we will find out who he is. What's your name, mate? Because you're only going to a police station because we don't believe A, who you are, or you're giving us false details, which is B, obviously.
A does sound an awful lot like B, Nick.
Is that? I'd rather not give me proper details, or
he may be trying to work out the difference between A and B.
Oh, no, I'll be honest, innit?
I'd rather you would be honest. Yes.
Qualified driver, I'm fine.
Is that it? Fine.
That's
sort
it.
We'll sort it. Give me colleague your details.
After fessing up to his lack of licence, the artist, formerly known as Zahid, was charged with driving without insurance and driving whilst disqualified. He failed to attend court, but was later arrested and prosecuted. He got a 21-month driving ban, a £115 fine, and 12 weeks in prison. Long enough to reflect how to thank someone who goes out of their way to drive you home.
Shabazz, I can't say it's been a pleasure. Let's not meet again.
I'll see you. Trust me.
Yeah, I'm sure we will.
Just for you, I'm going to come looking for you.
Excellent.
Look out for oncoming cars.
Don't get knocked down.